We've all met them, people who talk a big game. They make grand plans, they promise amazing things, but nothing ever happens. Their words are empty. They lack substance. It's frustrating, isn't it? We lose faith in them. We start to doubt their sincerity. We begin to question their character. Talk is cheap, after all. It's easy to make promises. It's much harder to follow through. What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. These wise words from Ralph Waldo Emerson perfectly capture the essence of this essay. Our actions are far more powerful than our words. They have the ability to shape perceptions, build trust, and create lasting impressions. They reveal our true intentions. They demonstrate our values. When we act with integrity, kindness, and consistency, we show the world the principles we stand by. They show the world who we really are. Our actions are a reflection of our character, and they speak volumes about our true selves. Confucius echoed this sentiment centuries ago. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. This ancient wisdom reminds us that significant achievements are often the result of small, consistent efforts. It's not about grand gestures, it's about consistent action. The small, everyday choices we make accumulate over time to create a significant impact. Consider the daily habits that shape your life. Each decision, no matter how minor it may seem, contributes to the larger picture of who you are and what you stand for. When we choose to help others, to give back to our communities and to act with compassion, we create a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate surroundings. Mindfulness and self-reflection are key to understanding the impact of our actions. By taking the time to reflect on our behaviors and their consequences, we can make more intentional choices. Achievements and recognition are often the result of consistent, dedicated effort. They are the culmination of many small actions taken over time. Sometimes, the most powerful actions are those that require courage and conviction. Standing up for what is right, even when it is difficult, speaks volumes about our character. Sharing our knowledge and skills with others is another way our actions can have a lasting impact. By empowering others, we contribute to a cycle of growth and improvement. As we move forward, let us remember that our actions are the true measure of our intentions. They are the building blocks of our legacy. In the end, it is the actions we take, the choices we make, and the way we treat others that define us. Let us strive to act with integrity, kindness, and purpose every day, because actions indeed speak louder than words. They are the true testament to who we are and what we value. I once had a friend named Mark. Mark was one of those people who could captivate a room with his words. He had a way of making you believe in the impossible, of painting vivid pictures with his stories. We would often meet at our favorite cafe, where he would share his latest ideas and dreams. His enthusiasm was infectious, and I found myself eagerly listening to his grand plans. Mark was full of ideas. He had a notebook that he carried everywhere, filled with sketches, notes, and plans. He was always brainstorming, always thinking of the next big thing. Whether it was a new app, a revolutionary product, or a unique service, Mark had a vision for it all. He would spend hours drawing on his whiteboard, mapping out every detail of his concepts. He dreamed of starting his own business. Mark was passionate about entrepreneurship. He read countless books on business strategies, attended seminars, and even took online courses to better understand the market. He was determined to make his mark in the world, to create something that would leave a lasting impact. His desk was always cluttered with business plan documents, each one more detailed than the last. He talked endlessly about his plans. Mark was never short of words when it came to his dreams. He would call me at odd hours, excitedly sharing a new idea or a breakthrough he had. He would present his ideas to anyone who would listen, hoping to find a partner or investor who shared his vision. His passion was undeniable, and it was clear that he believed in his dreams wholeheartedly. He even designed a logo and built a website. Mark was not just a talker, he took some steps towards his dreams. He spent weeks designing a logo that perfectly represented his brand. He built a website from scratch, showcasing his ideas and services. It was impressive to see his vision come to life, even if it was just in the digital realm. He was meticulous in his work, ensuring that every detail was perfect, but that's where it stopped. Despite all his efforts, Mark never moved beyond the planning stage. He would spend hours staring blankly at his computer screen, overwhelmed by the enormity of the task ahead. He would sit at his desk, head in hands, unable to take the next step. It was as if he was stuck in a loop, unable to break free from the cycle of planning and dreaming. Mark never took that crucial next step. He was always at a crossroads, hesitant to move forward. He would talk about launching his business, but when it came time to act, he would find an excuse to delay. There was always something holding him back, a fear that he couldn't quite shake. He would stand in front of opportunities but never muster the courage to open the door and walk through. He was afraid of failure. Mark's biggest obstacle was his fear. He was terrified of failing, of seeing his dreams crumble before his eyes. This fear paralyzed him, preventing him from taking risks. He would bite his nails while staring at his computer screen, lost in a sea of what-ifs. He would sit alone in his room, the weight of his unfulfilled dreams pressing down on him. He was paralyzed by indecision. Mark's mind was a whirlwind of ideas, but he struggled to make decisions. He would cover his desk with sticky notes, each one representing a different path he could take. The sheer number of choices overwhelmed him, leaving him confused and unable to move forward. He would spend days analyzing every option, but never make a definitive choice. His indecision became a barrier, preventing him from turning his dreams into reality. Years passed, and Mark continued to talk, but he never acted. As time went on, Mark's enthusiasm began to wane. He would still talk about his dreams, but there was a frustration in his voice. He knew that he was stuck, that he was not making any progress. He would gesture passionately while talking, but there was a disappointment in his eyes. He was aware that his dreams were slipping away, but he couldn't find a way to change his situation. And guess what? His dreams remained just that, dreams. Mark's story is a reminder of the importance of action. Dreams are powerful, but without action, they remain just that, dreams. Mark's ideas were brilliant. His passion was undeniable, but his fear and indecision kept him from achieving his goals. As he sat alone looking out the window, he couldn't help but wonder what could have been. His story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that we must overcome our fears and take action if we want to turn our dreams into reality. Think about the people you trust most. Picture their faces, their actions, and the way they make you feel. Trust is a powerful bond that is built over time through consistent and reliable actions. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather it is cultivated through repeated positive experiences. They're the ones who do what they say they'll do. They follow through on their promises and commitments, no matter how big or small. This consistency is what sets them apart and makes them trustworthy. When someone says they'll do something and then actually does it, it reinforces your belief in their reliability. They show up on time, they keep their promises, they're reliable, they're dependable. These actions might seem simple, but they are the foundation of trust. When someone is punctual, it shows that they respect your time. When they keep their promises, it shows that they value your trust. And when they are dependable, it shows that they are someone you can count on in any situation. They earn your trust through their actions. Trust is not just about words, it's about deeds. It's about showing up when it matters most, lending a helping hand when needed, and delivering on promises made. These actions speak louder than words and are the true indicators of trustworthiness. Every action, big or small, builds or breaks trust. It's the little things that add up over time. A simple gesture of kindness, a word of encouragement, or a promise kept can strengthen the bond of trust. Conversely, a broken promise, a missed deadline, or a failure to show up can erode trust and damage relationships. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you build a reputation for reliability. People begin to see you as someone who is dependable and trustworthy. This reputation is invaluable and can open doors to new opportunities, both personally and professionally. It can lead to stronger relationships, greater collaboration, and increased respect from others. People know they can count on you. This sense of reliability fosters a positive environment where trust can flourish. When people know they can depend on you, they are more likely to support you, collaborate with you, and stand by you in times of need. This mutual trust creates a strong foundation for any relationship, whether it's with friends, family, colleagues, or clients. This is invaluable in all aspects of life. Trust is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. It allows for open communication, mutual respect, and a sense of security. Whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or community interactions, trust is what holds everything together. It is the glue that binds us and the bridge that connects us. By being trustworthy, you not only enhance your own life, but also contribute to a more trusting and cohesive society.